Okay, I have here in my possession the Honor Magic B5, which seems to be really packed well. And I want to do what I can to not tear up the box. There we go. Got it. Box is out. Honor Magic B5. Let's go ahead and get this thing unboxed. As you can see here, we are going to compare it today to the Z Fold 7. And then, of course, the Honor Magic B3. Now, this is just a first look and first impression. It's really interesting. They don't have their box sealed in any way like most do. So it's just sliding up. So there you go. There's the lid. Put that aside here. And looking here, we got the Honor Magic all packaged up really nicely here. Before we take that out, let's go ahead and see. We all know that Honor gives you a lot of things. And you can see you get the accessories here. Right there, we can see the SIM removal tool right there. And inside this box, quite the heavy box, it looks like it's showing some paperwork and maybe the case. I think that's that image is supposed to be. Let's go ahead and open it up. You know, these are things you don't get with other manufacturers, Samsung, Pixel, but you do get with our Chinese friends out there. So that seems to be all that's in this box. And of course, like we thought, instructions, and then the case. Let's go ahead and pull this case out. Just see, this is going to reveal what color I got, as you can see here, and it is the gold one. Oh, look at that case. The case, just like I like it, where it has the kickstand on it, doesn't it? Yep. I like the kickstand. I'm telling you, this thing is really good. The one from the Honor Magic V3 is still, yep, just as stiff, works just as well. So I'm really liking that case. I wonder if they'll fit each other. It looks like not, but we'll check out that later. So there's the case. Put it up here. And then in the other side, we've got, it looks like some charging tools, which again, you don't get from these other manufacturers. Yep, there you go. There is the charging brick. And this is a 66-watt charge, just like the one before. So now I have a couple of them. You do have to, in the US, you have to get a converter here, which I actually do have that as well. So I'm able to use these chargers here locally. And then, of course, you got your charging cable. So interesting that they're still going back. They're still using the USB-A to USB-C. But anyway, that's what it comes up with. So there you go. That's what's in the box. And we'll put this aside for now. And now we're down to the main event, which is the Honor Magic itself. Let's check this out, man. This is the first time I'm looking at it. So really excited. Oh, it just pops out there. I don't know what this pull tab is. I guess that was to get that out of the box. And it's nice little stickers here, barcodes. I don't need that. And there we go. Looks pretty cool right now. To open it, they want you to tear that, but I don't know if I want to tear that. I mean, I'm not really going to return this, but there you go. Let's open up nice and easy. And there is the phone. There's the device. Look at that. Beautiful. It's the gold model. And if you look at it real closely, there is no crease in there whatsoever. Not yet. Phone has not been folded yet. Yeah, I guess you can see kind of slightly where there's a crease. Has not been folded yet, so of course we're not going to see a crease. But look how thin that thing looks. Man, I thought my current Honor Magic V3 was thin, but oh my goodness, looking at it, and it definitely feels a bit lighter. Let's check them out. Here we go. Side by side. They're looking about the same size. It doesn't look like it's supposed to be 4.2 versus 4.3 millimeters. I'll get a meter tool out next time and really check that out. But we just wanted to see them up close, side by side to begin with. And it looks like they are pretty much, no, the V5 is just slightly larger. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that on camera whatsoever, but it is slightly larger. And you can see the rim sticking out just a little bit. It's hard to really tell, but it is a little bit larger in frame. We'll check out the dimensions in my more full review. But it looks very close. Matter of fact, the camera size cameras looks a little bit larger there, or at least a different design, as you can see here. So there's not a lot of change there. Now, what's changed on this one from the automatic V3 is the volume control. I really enjoyed the volume control being on this opposite end, so I'm gonna have to get used to it being on the same end there. The reason why I like it being on the opposite end is if you've got this phone in the case and it's standing up, and now you want the volume control, it's down here, whereas on the automatic V3, when you're standing up with the case, the volume control is right on top, making it easy to adjust if you're watching a video or something. So that's one move I don't care for. But other than that, this is really clean looking phone. Hey, I want to take a second and tell you how much I appreciate you for watching this video as we talk about the automatic V5, my first impressions and unboxing. If you would do me a favor, show me how much you appreciate me by smashing that like button down below. It really does help out the channel. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out more content. Let's get back to the video. Now let's go ahead and compare it next to the Z Fold 7. As you can see here, let's turn the screen off. There we go. There they are side by side. And wow, you can see the anti-reflectiveness of the automatic V5. They've put an anti-reflective screen on the inside. That's really cool. I mean, you can stare, and just by looking at my face, look at that. In the Z Fold, my face is just right there. How about on the outer screen? I put a anti-reflective screen on the face of the Z Fold here, so you can see the difference here. The outer screen on the automatic V5 is not anti-reflective, but neither is the Z Fold, but I do have a screen protector on it that is anti-reflective. So you can see that does make a big difference, but I really think it's cool that it's anti-reflective on the internal screen. Now let's go ahead and look at thinness on these two phones. You got the Z Fold 7 who claims to be the thinnest, and then the automatic V5 who claims to be the thinnest. Now this is the global version, and the global version is not as thin as the Chinese version. The Chinese version, I believe, is 8.8 millimeters folded, where this one's 8 or 9.0, and this is supposed to be 8.9 millimeters when it's closed. So the Z Fold is slightly thinner, and if we put them side by side here, it's really hard to tell. So I've got a tool here to help us tell. Oh, and just so you know, the table here, you can see the table is perfectly level. And I'll put this down flat here so you can see the table is perfectly level. And if we put this on here, and it looks like the bubble is leaning towards the automatic V5. So the one it's leaning towards is thicker. And we know this by, if I press this down, see how the bubble moves a little bit more center. Okay. The automatic V5 is slightly thicker. And then if we move it over here to the cameras, check out the cameras. Whoa. With the camera, the automatic V5 is quite a bit thicker on the camera. Now let's look at the V3 real quick. Take the V3 here and put it in place. The V3 cameras are a lot closer, but the V3 is still a little bit thinner with the camera. And then on the back here, it's showing the bubbles actually closer to the automatic V3. So it is slightly thicker, although just barely. You can see that bubble moves a little bit when you tip this down. So it's just barely thicker on the automatic V3. So the V5 is thinner. So let's check this out. Let's go with one more. So now the Vivo X Fold 5 is rated at 9.2 millimeters when folded. So it should be a little bit thicker here. And you can see the bubble is leaning towards the Vivo. So it is thicker. And if we hold down on this, you can see to get it to level out. So the Vivo is quite a bit thicker. So let's try a test here. Let's put the automatic V5 between the automatic V3 and the Vivo. It should slide out with ease. Look at that. Slides out, no problem. And just for this test, we'll show you that the Z Fold 7, same thing, slides in and out as well. Now, I want to show you how this does work as far as a test. It's not very scientific, but it's a rudimentary test, but it works. So if we try to do this, you can see the automatic V3 is too thick. But if we take the Z Fold and put it in there, it slides in and out. And then let's swap these two and see if we can get the Vivo to slide, the automatic V5 to slide in and out. No, it won't. See, simply because the Z Fold 7 is thinner. So it won't do it. So there's my non-scientific test to prove that the Z Fold is actually the thinnest global foldable. Let's take a quick look at it folded here on the Z Fold. You can see there's a little bit of difference there. It looks like the Honor Magic V3 or V5. It looks like the Honor Magic V5 is thinner simply because it's a little more rounded and curved here versus this squared off boxy look. I really like the curves better. It does feel better in the hand. And the V5 has a speaker on this side where it's centered on the Z Fold. And when you go on the flip side, it's on the same half on the Z Fold, and it's on the opposite half on the Honor Magic V5. So that's good placement of speakers. And we'll talk about that in another video and why. Now, if you unfold them real quick, we'll take a look at them in comparison unfolded. And I think we'll see they look pretty close to the same. It's really hard to tell the black against the gold, but again, it still looks like the Vivo's thinner, but that's an illusion. So my first impression really is it feels pretty much the same as far as weight as the Vivo X Fold 5, which I do have an anti-reflective screen protector on it as well. And does it feel lighter than the Honor Magic V3? It does. The Honor Magic V3's just a slight bit heavier. It's really hard to tell, but you can see here the screen is a slight bit larger than the Honor Magic V3 going to the V5. It's really hard to tell with a dark screen. So let's see if we can boot this up for the first time. Okay, now we got this turned on to the welcome screen. You can look at the two screens side by side. I don't know if it's any different looking at them side by side. They look pretty much like they're the same size. So there's the teaser. You're going to need to stick around and stay tuned to the channel to see more comparisons, because we are going to really put these two to the test. And what I'm really interested in is the camera battle with the Vivo X Fold 5, which today, in my view, is the best cameras on a foldable. We'll see if it holds that when we compare it to the Honor Magic V5. So you want to make sure to stay tuned for the next video as we get into more details on the Honor Magic V5 and really talk about the software, because there's some software changes between that and the Honor Magic V3. Now it's time for you to start flooding them comments with questions and things that you want me to compare with this. And again, we got the Vivo X Fold 5, the Z Fold 7, the Honor Magic V3, even the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. Let me know what you want to see, because the video I create is what you want. Thanks for watching. Until next time, have a wonderful day and God bless.